Imagine you're working on a very tough project with your department or your company and every information needs to be centralized. The problem is that not everybody is talking through Google Meet or like Teams, so you can't really track all the information. You don't always have an AI recording all the conversation. So that's why today we're going to talk about when we are working on a very tough project. We need all the information centralized and every talks that you can have around the table, talking about how you're going to advance on the project, talking about how you're going to solve a problem. You need to find a way to make sure that you can get those information. So we're going to show you a very easy method that I turned into the company on is when you use your phone, you have a little technicality, a little functionality that really going to help you. So I'm going to be able to show you on my computer, which has a simulation of my phone right there. The button is just right here. You can click on this button and ChatGPT with the application, so I downloaded the application. Gonna start recording everything that I say. So, all right, artificial intelligence, I expect you to make a very complete and very detailed synthesize and report on everything that I'm gonna say. So, okay, Susan, we're gonna talk about today about the project that we're working on. Seems that the website has a problem of deployment. Could you check that this is the version? Also, don't hesitate to talk to the technical team to make sure they can figure it out if we had the problem before. The executive team is asking like a report on how we're advancing and the list of different blockages that we have with the customer. It seems that the expert that we brought and onboarded didn't have the specific certification, so don't hesitate to like list the certification for the executive team to make sure that we don't make the problem again. So I don't want to talk for like ever, but let's imagine after like 40 minutes, because we tested with 40 minutes, the AI can record everything and you can see, look at this, website deployment problem, executive team need a report, expert onboarding problem, next step and all this. The AI from the conversation that I had around the table with the rest of my team give me all the information that I need to make the report. So what's going to be very important then is that we now have on the phone the report of all the information that we had during the meeting. What's going to be very important is that with the same functionality of the mic, like this, you can still use it and keep pushing. This is where the value is. You can keep pushing in the sense of then you can ask, all right, could you make me the email for the operational team? Could you make me the email then for the HR team to make sure that we get the right specialist? Could you make an executive report? And all this still in the phone. That's where is the value, is that instead of having to remember everything, which is also possible, you can click on the same button and say, I just had the meeting with Susan, this is what we said, this is where we're going, this is what we need to do. Instead of you can just put your phone in the middle of the table, it's very precise, very effective, and it's gonna record everything and make sure to give you all the information that you need to be able to do a great job. If you have any problem about the confidentiality or maybe the security concern, I'm gonna show you one or two elements that are gonna help you to like secure yourself when you use those type of technology. They're not 100%. The problem with ChatGPT and all the others is that they see American company, even if they're very serious, sometimes they do what they want with the data. So it's not 100%, but let's make sure that we cover each other of tool. So as you can see, I told you, you can go from the recording, which is very effective, to all the different things. So instead of just telling you, I'm gonna go on my phone again. You can see still my phone. I still have all the information right there. I can click on the button right here, not this one, right here. So we just had a tiny technical problem, but we can keep going. So as you can see right there, I just ask, all right, now could you create all the email one by one? And you can see that you're gonna create the email for the technical check, for the executive team, and here for the executive team again, even if it was the HR part. I didn't put it inside of the conversation that I had with ChatGPT, so of course you can't guess it, but that's the idea, is that I can also say then, all right, could you give me the information for all the different parties, and you can keep using this. Don't hesitate then to be very specific, because I just said like make the email for the different party. What you can do, for example, is you say, based on the information X, Y, Z, or like this one, not this one, for example, could you make the email for the customer to tell him where we are, what is the plan that we're going to put in place to solve the problem? It's very effective. It works for all your team. It's quite useful when you think about it. specifically when you need to track everything and not everybody is on Google Meet and all that. Sometimes you just grab your phone, everybody has the phone, so grab your phone, put it on record, you put it on the table, and you're gonna have the synthesization, the report of everything. Very useful, very accessible, makes it like quite easy to track everything. So I really invite you to put this. I'm just gonna show you quickly again on how to make sure that you're a tiny bit more secure. It's not 100%, but it still helps. You go on your phone, you click on your account right there. So you click, look at this, on the little bar right there. Then on your account, then check for the icon which look like this. It should be data something. You click on it, and then you remove this to make sure that AI doesn't have your consent to take the information and train the AI on your confidential data, for example. So it was Loic from I-avantage. Remember, we have like hundreds of techniques like this. So if you need somebody quite serious, very serious, the best of the best, if I dare say, to train your team to make sure that you can integrate AI in a very streamlined and powerful manner, because this is one technique, we have like hundreds of thousands if you want. So don't hesitate to contact us on the website I-avantage. You should see it in the description. I invite you to subscribe. I invite you to leave me a comment to make sure we can grow the channel. We are almost at like 3,000 in France. We just launched the American version, so please leave us a like, leave us a subscribe. That would be lovely. I wish you the best. I wish we could work together. I would see you very soon. Bye-bye.